it's a little more like less like crisp from, it's a little bit more like normal voice rather than the
So it sounds a little better.
sounds a little better. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Oops.
Yes.
I got a Yeti.
All right. You got what?
Yeti. The Blue
Oh,
Yeti
Yeti
mic.
mic?
Yeah.
The mic. Oh, I see. I didn't even know they have a Yeti mic. Yeti, the mug company?
No, it's by Logitech.
Oh, okay. No, yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
So I'm
Okay,
working on the
so
mic
we're
now.
back live, guys. So yeah, I guess
Alrighty.
correction. It was a minor, supposedly,
Oh,
Anthony
yeah.
Rapp. He was 14 years old,
Holy.
and Spacey was 27. Um, and it was, yeah, I guess just a lot of sexual advances that he did. Um,
Sexual advances or essay? I mean, both are bad, but
advances like supposedly he's very like not flamboyant. Like what's the word? Like very like forward,
okay. So,
Like I could see how like he could be like very touchy or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's bad.
So I don't know exactly what happened.
I mean,
Um,
I think in either case, it's just either bad or really bad, right?
yeah,
And so I think for him to make a comeback, that's kind of surprising.
yeah. So there's a lot, and apparently, yeah, it's tricky because I mean the story was that apparently here here's my understanding of it, right? Like basically, like some of the guys were saying things like, oh, like he invited us to his house, right? And then like in his bedroom. And then like he like have like advanced move on me, whatever, right? And blah blah blah. Now the problem is that according to the court, right? And they did like obviously like research background and stuff. Like during that time, he didn't have a house. He was in a studio apartment, so there wasn't even a room, right? So it was just like a studio apartment. And there was another person that was there the same time, and he also said that, he doesn't remember, you know. So it's like here's the thing, right? Like it could
Yeah,
have happened. We don't know. It could have happened. It could have been another occasion. I don't know, but like something. That's just one of the cases. But like apparently he was acquitted for all of them.
sheesh. I mean,
So don't know what actually happened. Um, and
well,
yeah, I mean it's tricky because it's like this is where the fucking art from the artist, man. Like he's like such a good actor, dude. But
yeah.
like I can totally see that he could be potentially very fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I mean,
Uh, yeah,
you gotta be a little. Here's what I believe. When you're a very, very creative person and creative driven person, your brain somewhere is a little twisted, like a healthy twist. That's what makes you creative. Like I'm a little cray cray, right? Like all of people who are in that, but I
well,
think it's just
you
the
know,
matter of like how you balance your, I mean,
but just, but being smart, right? Because
yeah.
look, how is it gonna look? Even if nothing happened, like how is it gonna look if you, 27-year-old actor, invites like a bunch of 14-year-old kids to your in your room?
Oh yeah, yeah. Just being smart, but yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
right?
so I'm just like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think
And
anyone with
I
common sense will
I
know.
still remember though. What was my favorite part? It's favorite, but it's funny. I still remember after that guy made the allocations, not allocation accusations.
Yeah.
Um, I still remember Kevin's face. This was the funniest part. Kevin Spacey's Twitter came out. I'm gay,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then the whole gay community was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Mhm,
That was really funny. Whoever the fuck was handling his Twitter is out of his damn mind, dude.
mhm.
You know? Yeah, that I just remember that was like funny as shit, you know? It's
Yeah.
funny but not funny. You get the point. But
Uh,
um Yeah,
Anyway,
that whole stuff.
well, I don't know. I guess we'll never know what happened
Yeah, we'll see.
behind
We'll
closed
see what
doors.
actually, move forward. All right, so let's do just maybe one react and call it.
Yeah.
Uh, so oh, so
I heard that.
yeah, this one was pretty funny. This one was pretty funny.
Okay.
This was, this was hilarious actually. Sometimes the stuff that Tony Robbins says is just so funny, man.
In your heart yet.
Ooh, what did he just say?
What?
I haven't been in your heart yet.
You're a bastard.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, I've gone through 16 years of this for nothing.
I want to get into
You
your
think I've
heart.
enjoyed putting up with your crap? You think I just did it because I like it? You think I've been here for 16, 17 years in this relationship because you haven't had my heart? I give everything to you, Daryl. Everything.
Did you say that she didn't give you her heart? What did you say? You might want to clarify for her.
I want to get into your heart.
No, you said I've never given my heart.
Just 1 second. When normally you're by yourselves, no one else knows. So when a woman makes it up and gets upset about it, the guy's f***ed. Unfortunately, there are 1,500 witnesses that that's not what he said. What's that?
I think I've given my all, and I have. Damn well have.
Shh. This is their discussion.
I didn't say you haven't given. I said I want to get into your heart.
How
I
can I
haven't
give
been
it
in
when
your
I...
heart yet.
Ooh, what did he just say?
You get the point. So,
Hmm.
sometimes the shit that he, so these are all like live interventions, right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not sure
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
familiar
yeah.
with it. Yeah, but like he just called it straight out like it is. He was like, yeah, when women make shit up in their head, the guy is fucked because there's nobody else around.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, I don't know if you can relate to that, but
Jeez.
sometimes it's true, dude. Like, it's
Hmm.
like, it's like the example would be like, regardless, right? Like, for me in this situation, it's like, okay, like clearly she heard it wrong, right? But I think when you're in private, what we have to do as men is like to realize that like unfortunately it actually doesn't really matter because it's how she perceive whatever you do or you say, right? And that's what
Well,
unfortunately you have to focus on at least at that moment, you know? Because there's no point to try to argue over, you know what I mean? Like in this case, right? If they were in private, like that's a GG for this guy. I mean, there's no point. He'll be like, "Well, no, you didn't hear what I said," and then like she'll be like, "Well, I heard exactly what you said," and then just kind of go off the tangent, right? Um, but I think, like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't feel good, you know.
mhm.
Like even when you say something that is perceived differently, it doesn't feel good. But I think, at least from my personal experience, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, it's like taking like two steps back and giving that space, even though it's like, you know what I mean? That helps
Well,
a little bit, helps to move I guess, move the conversation forward, because at least for me personally, like typically we ended up resolving because then when time goes on, I actually have the time to like go back to visit like, hey, that point, you know?
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, whenever there are misunderstandings, and that happens quite a bit, not just like I think in every relationship, there's always been some kind of misunderstanding. It's because there's always been an assumption,
Yeah.
right? Um, and I always, whenever I have to deal with assumptions, I'm like, hold on, let's just take a couple steps back. Like, when did I say XYZ? And then they would be like, well, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I didn't say that. My exact words were, ABC, not XYZ. And then we'd have to kind of rehash and a lot, like I'd say 50-50 that works it out. But then the other 50% of the time we just kind of have to, like what you said. Yeah, let's take a break. Let's take an hour, just kind of cool off on our own and then revisit this, or if it's really serious, like the rest of the day, right?
Yeah.
Um,
um But I think we're talking about like mind, like strategically, like communicating, right? Like I think probably intuitively it comes more natural for the ladies when there's like a like a like when there's like a goal post, right? They're trying to get to, it's like their natural instinct is to being able to communicate or find ways to get things to get into their agenda, right? And then get to, you know what I mean?
So
It's like okay,
you're describing moving the goalpost.
moving the goalpost. Um, so like it's like that saying like when it's like that joke like when your wife gets you angry, you can't be angry at her because then she'll be angry at you for getting angry at her. You know, like it's like that in a sense, you know what I mean? Or like she gets sad because you get, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you still apologize for it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, I don't know why that's the case, but I think like it happens, but I think in a healthy relationship to know that like at the end of the day, like you guys still love each other, you still want the best for the relationship, still want for the best, you know, for each other, right? Just communication style difference, you talk it out, you're good. But it's
Yeah.
100% true though. Like, I mean, I don't know about your experience, but like, were there times where you're frustrated because something your partner does, right? But then like you can't get frustrated at her or visit, you know what I mean? Because then you become the, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I call out things when they need to be called out, and then if we need to take like a quick like, all right, this isn't getting anywhere. Let's take the day and hash this out tomorrow. You know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
does a
yeah, yeah.
lot sometimes, but yeah, I mean, it's just stuff you can't avoid sometimes.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. There's stuff that like it's still gonna happen, but we have learned to just kind of like be okay with it. But at the same time, right? Like for me, it's like there are absolute no's. You know, there are like lines that you cannot cross, and there are things that I say like you have three draws. You know, so far hasn't been. You know, so far what do you call it? Your three lives, right? For these
Three.
like, you know, I mean like three
Um,
whatever chances, right?
mhm.
For a lot of these like you know
So
non-negotiable absolute no's.
yeah, the way I guess argue is I actually don't get extremely frustrated most of the time or upset. Like
Yeah, because
this is
you're
a
a
speaking
fucking
voice that I would use when I'm
yeah,
frustrated or trying to convey something during an argument. And
yeah.
it takes quite a bit for me to get heated up, right?
Mm,
That's and so the reason for that is in an argument, I think the other person always tries to mirror what the other is, whoever they're engaging with, right? So if
yeah,
you're escalating, it's just going to escalate. But if there's one person that can, stay a little bit calm and a little more collected, then the argument usually eventually kind of simmers down. And then you could
depends on the
actually start
person.
talking about, well, no, because if you think about it, like no one wants to be that one person, just be the only person escalating. Then you
S-
kind of
s-
look like a fool.
Yeah, well, sometimes there are people who get extremely frustrated when the other
Mhm.
person is not escalating, right? Because all of a sudden
And
that
that's
means quote
that's
unquote that means they're assuming that means you don't care enough.
that's what we call toxic.
Oh yeah, well, but like I'm sure it has, dude. Like I'm sure it has happened to you before, right? Like where it's like your lack of reaction, emotional response, it becomes a problem
No,
because
it's not a
so-
lack of reaction. It's
well,
a
I'm saying
lack.
like there from there, right? Again, like for you, it's like okay, I'm staying calm, right? I'm staying calm and collected because I believe this is just the best way, right? Nothing
Right.
wrong with that.
Hmm.
But to the other person might be emotionally charged. She might be like, the fuck is wrong with you? You don't care about this enough to even
Yeah,
get an emotion.
yeah,
And I'm sure you have gotten that shit before though.
yeah.
Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
I'm just saying, like, and it's human instinct, right?
Hmm.
And that's where even the matching goes the other way too. You know, like I said, you're thinking from your perspective, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Just like I think from my perspective, it makes like why would I want to escalate, right? But like sometimes people want to, or people it's just natural, and it's like that's where the dance comes in, you know? Like you kind of figure out, and everybody has different communication styles, right? Like,
Mhm.
like I there are things that gets me heated up fast. Most things don't, but there are things that just gets me so like
Yeah.
frustrated. But I also simmer down really fast, you know?
I think I can count on one hand the amount of times I've actually like gone in a full-on shouting match with a significant other.
I can't even picture that.
So you know, like shit hit the fan, like
Yeah.
when that
Yeah, yeah,
happens.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I don't think we've ever, I mean, like arguments normal.
Yeah,
Uh,
arguments are normal. Like I'd be
arguments
worried if people aren't
normal.
having
Like
arguments.
boys get loud, but like to a point of like, most of the time we just pull back most of
Yeah.
the time. Yeah, which is
What's
normal.
what's the most
But dude, bro, I'm gonna say this one more time though. Like I can totally see you. But I'm saying that because my sister is the same way. My sister is just like you. It's very monotone, right?
Mhm.
And like it frustrates the shit out of her, And I
What's
get it.
what's like the most heated you've gotten? Like
Heated?
like in any of your relationships?
I don't know. I have had no prior relationship besides my wife, so
Yeah.
there's no, there is. I'm trying to think. No, I just get so frustrated that I would just have to leave the space. I'm like I
Yeah.
just need some space, and I would just you know I would just have to take the space, and
Mhm.
but we never. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we have never gone to sleep without talking it out. Like
Oh,
that doesn't
okay.
mean the problem
Uh-huh.
is solved. The next morning might still feel like there's still funk in the air,
Mhm.
but we do our best. And I would like to take like pride in the fact that like I will consider myself a relatively like perceptive and introspective person. Like I do my best, right? I try to figure out what did I do, what could I have done better, right? Where it went wrong, right? That caused this. And there's always it's always something to do with me as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I try to think. I go walk, whatever the fuck I gotta do. I try to think, and usually there is something that you can kind of figure out. And I tell you this, dude. I mean, people let me know your thoughts on this. Like with fucking AI and shit nowadays, you can use that too. That helps.
And have arguments?
No, 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 no. Like sometimes, like if I get really frustrated, I notice something that's getting really frustrated, or we're getting
Oh,
heated in
oh, use an
conversations,
AI
right?
therapist or something.
Then that would. It's not really even for me. I don't see it as a therapist. It's more like analyst.
Yeah, okay.
I would describe the situation, and I'll prompt it in a way of like, and this is what I mean, but like, because I'm a curious person, right? I'll prompt it like, okay, I need you to like, don't just fucking agree with me, right? Because that's what ChatGPT or whatever AI would do to you.
Mhm.
So like, your job is to see it from the third person, like objectively, right?
Yeah.
And I try to have understand, I try to get perspective. I don't like to hear when everything is just like, oh, you're right. You're the perfect person. No, no, I don't like to hear that. I actually want to figure out like, oh, and you'll be surprised like how much it actually kind of like help you just even see things a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can analyze it. And you can even do fucking like charts and shit.
Mhm.
Like after the fact, if you want to like just do like a breakdown, it's like, oh, here's what happened, here's how we solved it. I do this too. Here's how we solved the problem, right? What are some other ways that, like I do that. So
Yeah.
that's an interesting way that I like to use AI for, because I mean it's smart enough to at least analyze. It might not have the emotions, but
Hmm.
analyze it. That's something I recommend people do. I mean, but definitely obviously seek an actual professional and speak
Yeah.
with. But when you don't got that time and resource, just use AI smartly. Yeah.
Okay.
Try it out next time.
Maybe next time I get
Hey,
really heated, but
yeah. Say that again.
next time I get really upset, but
Yeah, yeah. When you when
doesn't
you
really
get
happen
really
too
upset,
much.
or if your significant other is getting, and you just want to like figure out how to communicate better, right? it helps sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, because what was it's like Bill Burr saying, right? In every relationship, the man is always that fucking just rock, just always needs someone chipping, you know.
Oh,
But
yeah, 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 yeah.
the wife is like the perfect
He's already like a
Mona Lisa,
like yeah.
the
Hmm.
fucking perfect art that just like the art of a century. It's like
Hmm.
shining. There's nothing to change. Um, yeah, that's the way it is. The
Uh,
way to be. Yeah. Well, anything else you want to talk about today?
well, I think we that's went over a lot there. We were talking about for an hour. It's a good
Uh,
place to wrap.
yeah, I think we're to wrap the meet. Well, because I can close it off this
Yeah, let's
today.
close it out.
Well, thank you all very much for tuning in. And yeah, it's been um that's me in the middle of the what do you call it? Hump Day Meets edition, where two dudes just shooting the shits, talking everything life, relationship, masculinity related. My name is Sony, and that is Andy. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. See you next time.
Take it easy,
Peace.
guys.